Jungkook carves his name into the record books, the K-pop world trembles. History isn't always written in wars. Sometimes, it's written in melodies, in footsteps that echo across a silent stage. In one name whispered in reverence by millions. This is the story of Jungkook. A name now etched into history. A voice that silenced doubt. A presence that shook the very foundation of the music industry. The beginning of a legend. Before the applause. Before the sold-out stadiums. Before the Guinness records, diamond plaques, and thunderous fan chants. There was just a boy. A quiet boy from Busan. He wasn't the loudest in the room. He wasn't born into fame or fortune. He wasn't someone the world expected. But he had one thing. A dream. Not for attention. Not for money. Not for fame. But simply, to sing. At the age of 13, Jungkook stood in front of strangers during auditions, with a voice that trembled, but a heart that wouldn't break. He didn't win every audition. But he caught the eyes of one company, Big Hit Entertainment. Back then, no one knew what would come next. No one imagined that this boy, who barely spoke above a whisper, would one day cause the whole world to roar. The Maknae who grew wings. When BTS debuted in 2013, Jungkook was only 15 years old. The youngest of the group. The shyest. The one who quietly followed behind the others. But hidden behind that youthful smile was relentless discipline. Hours and hours of vocal training. Endless dance practice. Self-filming, editing, learning production. Falling asleep in studios, waking up on stages. Over the years, he transformed. From a boy who looked up to others, to a man others looked up to. He wasn't just the Maknae anymore. He became the Golden Maknae. Because everything he touched, from vocals to visuals, from performances to productions, turned into gold. But perhaps what made him golden wasn't just his talent. It was his heart. The way he stayed humble. The way he treated his fans not as followers, but as family. The way he held on to his sincerity in an industry that often demands masks. A solo path, a global quake. Years passed. BTS became a global powerhouse. They broke into the American market. Sold out stadiums. Won awards that no Korean act had touched before. And yet, Jungkook was quietly preparing for something else. His solo path. He released covers. He posted videos of his choreography. He wrote songs late at night, often with messages of longing, healing, and hope. And when he finally stepped forward with his own official solo work, the world held its breath. Because this wasn't just any idol releasing a song. This was Jungkook. The artist, the craftsman, the perfectionist. Coming into his own. And when his solo track dropped, the numbers were nothing short of seismic. The records that broke the silence. In a world where records are often just data, Jungkook turned those numbers into moments. Within hours of release, his song topped charts in over 100 countries. It became the fastest Korean solo song to reach 100 million streams on Spotify. His live performance video, the most viewed solo K-pop live video in history within 24 hours. Then came the confirmation. Guinness World Records. 3 entries. 1 artist. In 1 week. And just like that, Jungkook joined a realm of icons. Not just in K-pop, but in global music history. And this wasn't thanks to marketing gimmicks, viral challenges, or scandals. This was thanks to pure, raw, undeniable artistry. The world responds. The news spread like wildfire. Twitter exploded with hashtags. Hashtag Jungkook Record Breaker. Hashtag Golden Maknae. Hashtag Jungkook Makes History. Within hours, Jungkook was trending in over 80 countries. Media outlets rushed to cover the story. Billboard, Rolling Stone, Time, Forbes, all sang his praises. Music critics who once dismissed K-pop as trendy noise were now writing op-eds about Jungkook's vocal control, stage presence, and songwriting maturity. Even legends in the Western industry began to take notice. Some reached out to collaborate. Some sent congratulations. And some just listened, stunned. This wasn't just a K-pop star breaking records. This was an artist reminding the world what passion, discipline, and humility can do. The army's roar. But perhaps the most powerful reaction came from you. From the army. From the fans who had believed in Jungkook from day one. From those who saw his tears, heard his laughter, and watched him grow. Fan projects began appearing across the globe. A drone show in Dubai spelling out, "Jungkook, we're proud of you." LED displays in Times Square. Donation drives under his name in multiple countries. Entire cafes, murals, and exhibitions dedicated to his journey. And more meaningful than all of that were the messages. You saved me with your music. You are my inspiration. You taught me to believe in myself again. In return, Jungkook responded not with ego, but with gratitude. He bowed. He thanked ARMY. And, with tears in his eyes, he whispered, "I didn't do this alone." What makes him different? In an industry that often chews up young talent and spits out broken dreams, Jungkook stands out. Not just because of his success, but because of his soul. He's the idol who buys gifts for staff members, who cooks for his hyungs backstage, who sings with emotion so deep, you feel it in your bones, who posts letters to fans when he's having a hard day, because he doesn't want them to worry. He is not a product of the industry. He is a product of his own perseverance. And while many chase fame for its shine, Jungkook chases music for its truth. A name that will be remembered. There are names that make headlines. And then there are names that make history. Jungkook is now both. But beyond the titles, the trophies, the records, he has etched his name where it matters most. In people's hearts. He is no longer just BTS's youngest. He is an artist. A record breaker. A dreamer who proved that sincerity wins. That kindness still matters. That you can remain soft in a hard world. And still become unshakable. The legacy continues. This is not the end. This is not the peak. This is just one chapter of a much longer story. Because as long as Jungkook sings, as long as he dreams, there will be more records to break. More hearts to touch. More lives to change. And we get to witness it all. If you've been moved by Jungkook's journey, if you feel proud, if you've laughed, cried, and grown with him, comment below. I am here. I am a witness to your history, Jungkook. Thank you for giving the world your heart. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because this isn't just a video. It's a chapter in a legacy that's still unfolding. To the boy from Busan. You sang your truth. You broke the silence. And now, your voice echoes in eternity.